Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. As you can see by title below, this is on episode 12 of Twin Star Exorcist, and not gonna lie one bit that at first, pretty much most of, like the beginning part of the episode with Benio showing her Benio special. This episode is in more ways than just, Benio special is not just that creepy purple, I don't know, concoction of death that she made for her and Rokudo is actually kind of, because obviously this episode is pretty much a Benio episode in all. The first half makes it look like it's going to start off just like the other two, where it pretty much just has, them comedy and maybe some lovey-dovey kind of stuff between Rokudo and Benio. And at first I was like, oh man, another of these episodes. Now I can get one episode of this, and I'd be like, ooh, I do ship them together, and I enjoy when those episodes happen. When it's one episode and then we get back to the stuff, one filler and then back to everything else. No, we had one filler and then we had another filler, which felt exactly practically the same. So that's why I didn't care for last week's episode that much. And then this one, it started off kind of like it looked like it was going towards that route again. And I honestly got a little scared. I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to watch another of these kind of filler episodes. In the end, of course, obviously it's not. We get a lot of backstory on Benio about how her parents died, which, to be frank, is quite sad. Like, she had to pick between the both of them. Like, you have 10 seconds to pick. We find out there's Kigaras that can talk, and this specific one, Kamui, is the one that kills her parents. So I'm guessing, I don't know, it doesn't show if she picks one, so I'm guessing it just kills both of them and lets her live. She gets away, I guess. They told her to run, of course. Um, and this whole time, Rokudo's, of course, cooking. That's not really an important part, but most of it is her just running. We see her pretty much like brief flashbacks over and over again. By the way, man, why are they still doing that dang flashback thing with the borders and the squiggly line kind of thing? I hate that. Just give us the full screen when the flashbacks happen. Just because, you don't have that squiggly line border thing doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, oh wait, is this a flashback or not? No, no one's that stupid. We could tell it'd be a flashback, especially when you show Benio as a little kid, or when the flashback happens and Rokudo's a little kid. Obviously, it's a dang flashback. We can tell. We don't need that weird border thing. It gets kind of irritating after a while. Um, but yeah, this episode is pretty much mostly on Benio and learning about, her past and everything. We get to see a little bit of the 12 Guardians in the meeting, and there's something that's going to be popping up that might just be Kamui, actually. Kamui, for some reason, is looking for the Twin Star Exorcist. Of course, he found them, doesn't realize it. But of course, Benio gets pissed off when she figures out that it is him, tries to go dashing all around. And to be honest, I kind of wanted the fight between her and Kamui a little longer. She got beaten pretty dang fast, and it looks like Rokudo's going to have to do it. That flick cracking her leg, I did not expect that. It just like crack, and I was like, ooh, dang, that's gotta hurt. And she's just on the ground, bloody, crying, in tears, getting all emotional. I was like, oh man, poor Benio. She's just like, not just physically hurt right now, she's getting mentally hurt just because of what happened to her parents, and now it seems that she can't do anything as well. And then boom, that punch though, just like, he's just like, huh? And flew across. Of course, he's not down yet, and then we get a huge cliffhanger with, looks like it's gonna be Rokudo versus Kamui to see who will win. I'm thinking one of the 12 Guardians is probably gonna come to help, because I don't think that, like, Benio could pretty much not even hurt this guy. Rokudo put in a lot of power in that punch. Pretty much looked like it broke his neck, and the guy's still up. So yeah, I don't know, but it looks like the next episode we're gonna have some action, probably a little bit more backstory as well. Probably she's gonna explain things to Rokudo, possibility of one of the 12 Guardians coming to help maybe. And yeah, I don't really know what else is gonna happen. This episode overall, it was an okay episode. It was a pretty slow start. I mean, like, majority of the episode was kind of slow. It was just like beginning with the cooking kind of thing, making it look like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have another filler. to the point where it's just Benio running, jogging, kind of, having some flashback stories, but it's still kind of slow, and it's still kind of like the way the flashback was, it just showed like brief moments over and over again, and we didn't really realize what happened till the very end. It was just like, oh, yeah, your mother and father's cool, right? And the whole thing with, what kind of food they like to eat. And a lot of the flashbacks didn't necessarily need to be shown. I guess they tried to do it to make it kind of like, you know, show that Benio loved them a lot, and all of a sudden this moment happens, and yeah. So I guess kind of, but I feel like the majority of this episode could have been condensed a little more, and then we could have had more of the action part. And I'm not the type of guy that's just all like action, action, action. I like a good story too. I love learning backstory about the characters and everything, but I just feel like this episode just went slow throughout the whole episode to the very end, and then we got some stuff, and then hopefully the next episode will be a lot better as well. But I think I heard people said that next week's episode, there's not going to be an episode next week. I could be wrong. I don't know. If you guys do know, feel free to comment below on that. But I think they're, I'm guessing because the season, most seasons are pretty much done, except some of them have, episode 13s. I'm guessing they want to start the second core of this, I guess, in a way, right when the summer season starts, which is not next week, but the week after. So that's probably what's going to happen. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this Anime Kingdom review. Sorry. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys. Dang, what the heck's wrong with my voice? And until next time, guys. See ya.